Stop. Listen. This is not an accident. This moment is not random. You did not stumble upon this by chance. Something greater than you, something beyond your understanding, has led you right here, right now. Everything you have experienced, every struggle, every victory, every tear, every sleepless night has been leading up to this. Think about it. How many moments in your life have you felt like there was something more? How many times have you looked around and thought, this can't be it? How many times has that quiet voice inside you whispered that you were meant for something greater? That feeling, that unshakable pull inside you. It's not your imagination. It's not a mistake. It's the truth. But here's the problem. Most people ignore it. Most people bury it. They push it aside, tell themselves it's just a silly thought, just a dream, just a fantasy. They silence it with distractions. They drown it in excuses. And eventually, that voice gets quieter until one day, it disappears completely. And when that happens, it's too late. They wake up one day and realize years have passed. The opportunities they once had, gone. The doors that were open, closed. The life they were meant to live, out of reach. And the worst part? They can't go back. They can't undo the time they lost. They can't rewind and take the step they were too afraid to take. And that is the difference between those who win and those who lose. Because right now, you still have a choice. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads. One path leads to the life you were meant to live. The version of yourself that is strong, confident, powerful, and unstoppable. The version of yourself that doesn't just dream about success, but takes it. The version of yourself that doesn't just wish for more, but demands it. The version of yourself that looks fear in the face and moves forward anyway. And the other path? The other path is where most people go. It's the easy path, the familiar path, the comfortable path. It's the path of hesitation, of waiting, of playing it safe. It's the path where nothing changes. It's the path where 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're still stuck in the same cycle, still making the same excuses, still wondering why your life isn't where you want it to be. This is your moment. This is the defining second where you must decide, who are you going to be? Are you going to be one of the few who rise? One of the rare ones who take the step, no matter the fear, no matter the doubt, no matter the cost? Or are you going to be like the rest? The ones who let this moment slip through their fingers and spend the rest of their lives wondering, what if? Because if you don't take this step now, let me tell you what's going to happen. You will wake up tomorrow and nothing will be different. You will fall back into the same habits, the same doubts, the same cycle that has kept you stuck for so long. You will keep waiting for the right time, keep waiting for the perfect moment. And before you know it, days turn into months, months turn into years. And one day, you look back and realize, you missed it. You missed your shot. You had the chance, and you let it slip away. And there is no pain worse than that. Because success is not for those who wait. Success is not for those who hesitate. Success is not for those who let fear make their decisions. Success is for those who act. Success is for those who feel the fear and move forward anyway. Success is for those who stop making excuses, stop overthinking, stop waiting for someone to tell them what to do, and just do it. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were meant to hear this. This is your wake-up call. This is your final warning. There will not be another message like this. There will not be another moment like this. There will not be another time when everything aligns perfectly for you to take action. This is it, and you have only two choices. You can either take the step and change your life forever, or you can let this moment pass, just like all the others. And if you let it pass, if you let hesitation win, if you let fear control you, then you may never get this chance again. So, what's it going to be? Because right now, in this exact moment, you still have a choice. But if you wait too long, that choice will be made for you. And if you wait too long, that choice will be made for you. And that's the worst fate of all, to have life decide for you because you were too afraid to decide for yourself. Because let me tell you something, life does not wait. The world does not wait. Opportunities do not wait. The clock is ticking, and every second you hesitate, someone else is taking the step you were too afraid to take. Someone else is chasing the dreams you convinced yourself were impossible. Someone else is becoming the person you were meant to be. But it doesn't have to be them. It can be you. It should be you. But only if you make the decision. Right here, right now. Because this is not just another moment. This is the moment. The one that changes everything. The one that separates the ones who only dream from the ones who do. The one that you will look back on and say, that was it. That was the moment I chose myself. So what will you do? Will you step forward? Will you take what's yours? Will you claim the life that was always meant for you? Or will you stand still and let it slip away? The choice is yours. Let me ask you something. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How many times have you convinced yourself, I just need a little more time? I'll prepare, and then I'll take that step. How many times have you told yourself, I'll wait for the right moment to make my move? And where has that gotten you? Look around. Look at your life right now. Has anything changed? Have things gotten better? Have you moved forward? Or are you still stuck in the same place, struggling with the same doubts, battling the same fears? The truth is, waiting is a lie. Waiting is not your savior. It's your prison. Every single time you tell yourself you'll wait, every single time you convince yourself it's just not the right moment, you are stealing from your future. You are robbing yourself of the life you were meant to live. You are denying yourself the success, the joy, the peace that's waiting for you. And deep down, you know this. You feel it. You know there's something more for you. But instead of acting, instead of moving, instead of stepping into your power, you hold yourself back. And why? Because fear is in control. You are letting fear make your decisions. You're letting fear decide if you're worthy. You're letting fear dictate your path. But the reality is, fear is only trying to stop you from reaching your potential. Fear doesn't want you to succeed. Fear wants you to stay exactly where you are. It wants you to believe the lie that you're not ready, that you're not capable, that you can't do it. But here's the truth. There is no perfect moment. There is no right time to act. The universe doesn't wait for your circumstances to be ideal. The right time is now. Every moment you spend waiting, every second you hesitate, is another moment you lose. It's another moment you deny yourself the future that's waiting for you. Because here's the thing. Time doesn't wait for anyone. If you keep waiting, if you keep putting things off, if you keep thinking you'll find that magical moment when everything falls into place and you feel ready, you will wake up one day and realize you missed your chance. Your time will be gone. And the worst part? You will have only yourself to blame. Regret will be the heaviest thing you will ever carry. You will look back at your life and think about all the moments where you could have stepped forward, all the chances you had to act, all the opportunities that were right there in front of you, but you let them slip by. There is nothing more painful than looking back and knowing that you could have had it all, but you didn't take that first step. Nothing stings more than knowing you had the power to change your life, to take control, to make your dreams real, but you chose to wait. So I ask you again, will you let this moment slip away? Will you let this opportunity pass by like so many others? Or will you take the final step right here, right now? Will you step into your future? Will you take what's yours? Will you finally say, no more waiting, no more excuses? Today is the day I start, because today can be the day that changes everything. Today is the day you make that decision. The decision to stop waiting, to stop hesitating, and to start taking the steps toward the life you deserve. But only you can make that choice. The time is now. Will you choose to move forward, or will you let fear keep you stuck where you are? The choice is yours. So I ask you again, will you let this moment slip away? Will you let this opportunity pass by like so many others? Or will you take the final step right here, right now? Will you step into your future? Will you take what's yours? Will you finally say, no more waiting, no more excuses? Today is the day I start, because today can be the day that changes everything. Today is the day you make that decision. The decision to stop waiting, to stop hesitating, and to start taking the steps toward the life you deserve. But only you can make that choice. And listen to me. When you decide to take action, you will never look back. You will never regret the moment you chose to step into your power. Because deep down, you know what you're capable of. You know the strength you carry within you. You know you're meant for greatness. It's not about being perfect. It's not about waiting for everything to align. It's about taking the first step, no matter how small, no matter how uncertain. Because that first step is the one that leads to the next, and before you know it, you'll be standing on the other side of your dreams, looking back at the path you took to get there. No more waiting, no more wondering, no more excuses. It's time to act. This is your moment. You have the power. You have the opportunity. Now you just have to take it. Right now, I know what's going on inside your mind. It's that voice, the one that's been there for as long as you can remember, whispering things like, "What if I fail?" Or "What if I'm not good enough?" It's that nagging, self-doubting voice that makes you question every decision you've ever made. That voice says, "What if this isn't meant for me?" And every time you hear it, your heart sinks, doesn't it? You start to wonder if maybe that voice is right. Maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you're not strong enough, not talented enough, not worthy enough. But let me tell you something. The voice you're hearing? It's a liar. It is not your truth. That voice is fear. And let me make this clear. Fear's only job is to keep you small. Fear does not want you to succeed. Fear does not want you to rise. Fear does not want you to become the powerful, unstoppable force you were born to be. Fear wants you to stay right where you are, comfortable, complacent, stuck in your routine. Fear wants you to believe that if you step forward, if you take that leap, everything will crumble. But here's what fear doesn't understand. The second you take action, fear loses its power over you. Fear doesn't control you unless you let it. Fear doesn't dictate your future unless you allow it to. And you, right now, you have the power to decide whether fear wins or you do. Think about every great person you admire, every person who has achieved greatness, every successful leader, every person who has made an impact on the world. They all had fear. They all doubted themselves at some point. They all heard that voice whispering, "What if I fail? And what if I'm not enough?" They felt the fear, just like you do. But here's the difference. They didn't let it stop them. They understood one simple truth. Fear is not a stop sign. Fear is a green light. Fear is a signal that you are about to do something big, a signal that you are on the brink of something life-changing. Fear only shows up when you are about to do something great. It only shows up when you're about to break through your limits, when you're about to take that next step toward your dreams. So, if you're feeling scared right now, good. That means you are on the edge of something incredible. That means you are about to break free from the chains of doubt and hesitation. That means you are closer to your breakthrough than you've ever been. This is the moment. This is the point where you can either turn back or step forward. You can either let the fear control you, let the doubt paralyze you, or you can use it. You can harness that fear as fuel for your next step. Because what you don't realize is this. That fear, that doubt, that voice telling you to stop, those are the signs that you are about to make the biggest move of your life. That is the universe telling you you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. So, take a deep breath. Feel the fear. Feel it in your chest. And then take the next step. Step forward. This is your moment. This is your time to rise above the doubts, to push past the fear, and to show the world what you're made of. And remember this. Fear doesn't control you. Fear is simply your sign that you are on the brink of something extraordinary. And now is the time to step into it. So, I ask you again, what's stopping you? Why are you holding back? Step forward. Embrace the fear. Embrace the uncertainty. Because that's where your greatness begins. And the second you take that first step, you'll realize that everything you've been waiting for is already inside you. You have everything you need to succeed. You just need to step forward. So do it. Step forward. So, take a deep breath, feel the fear, feel in your chest, and then take the next step. Step forward. This is your moment. This is your time to rise above the doubts, to push past the fear, and to show the world what you're made of. And remember this, fear doesn't control you. Fear is simply your sign that you are on the brink of something extraordinary. And now is the time to step into it. So, I ask you again, what's stopping you? Why are you holding back? Step forward. Embrace the fear. Embrace the uncertainty. Because that's where your greatness begins. And the second you take that first step, you'll realize that everything you've been waiting for is already inside you. You have everything you need to succeed. You just need to step forward. So do it. Step forward. And here's the thing. When you choose to move forward, the universe will move with you. Every step you take in faith will be met with opportunities, with doors opening, with people showing up to support you. You may not see it yet, but as soon as you make the decision to move, the universe aligns with your courage. This is how greatness is born. It starts with the smallest decision, the one you are about to make right now. Don't doubt your power. Don't doubt what you're capable of. You got what it takes. So now, it's time to believe in yourself the way the universe believes in you. Take that first step. Trust that the moment you do, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be. And that's where the magic happens. It's not about waiting for the stars to align. It's about moving forward regardless of the fear. Because when you move, everything you've been waiting for will move with you. So, what will it be? You can wait, or you can step forward, take control, and embrace your greatness. The choice is yours. Look around you. Just take a moment to look at the people around you. Think about your friends, your family, your colleagues. What do you see? You see dreams, don't you? You see hope. You see potential. But here's the cold, hard truth. Most of the people around you will never take action. They will dream. They will hope. They will wish for things to get better, for things to change. They'll talk about their future, the life they want, the success they desire. But when it comes time to act, they'll hesitate. They'll wait. They'll make excuses. And eventually, they'll watch as their dreams slip further away. And then they will die with regret. Regret. That is the cost of waiting. That is the price of hesitation. Because they waited too long. They kept making excuses, telling themselves that the perfect moment would come. They kept believing that one day, things would just magically fall into place. They let fear win. But here's the reality. They will never get back the time they lost. They will never get back those chances they missed. They will never get to experience the success, the joy, the freedom, and the fulfillment that could have been theirs. Because they didn't act. They didn't have the courage to step forward when it counted. They didn't believe in themselves enough to push past the fear. And when they look back, they will only see one thing: wasted time. But here's the thing. The few who win, the few who rise above the rest, the few who make it to the top, they're not special. They don't have some secret advantage. They don't have some magical power. They're the ones who take action, even when they're scared. They're the ones who don't wait for permission, even when the world tells them no. They are the ones who step forward, even when they feel unready, even when they feel unsure, even when the doubts creep in and try to hold them back. They act in spite of all that because they know one simple truth: you will never feel ready, but the best time to act is always now. And that's what separates the chosen ones from the rest. That's what separates the ones who rise from the ones who fall. It's the decision to act. It's the decision to choose courage over comfort. It's the decision to step forward, even when you can't see the full path ahead. And now, the question is, what will you do? You have a choice. Right now, in this very moment, you have a choice. Will you be one of the few who rise? Will you be one of the few who take that final step, who make the choice to act and change their life forever? Or will you be like the rest? Will you keep waiting? Will you keep hesitating? Will you keep making excuses until one day, years down the road, you look back and realize that you wasted your entire life? The choice is yours. right now. So, I ask you again, will you be the one who stands out? Will you be the one who rises? Will you be the one who makes it? Or will you let this moment slip away? Because this moment, this very moment, is the turning point. This is where it begins. This is where the difference between the winners and the rest is made. And you get to decide which side of that line will you stand on. So step forward. Step into your power. Don't let the fear win. You were born for more than this. You were born to rise. Now is the time. The choice is yours. Right now, in this very moment, you have a choice. Will you be one of the few who rise? Will you be one of the few who take that final step, who make the choice to act and change their life forever? Or will you be like the rest? Will you keep waiting? Will you keep hesitating? Will you keep making excuses until one day, years down the road, you look back and realize that you wasted your entire life? The choice is yours, right now. So I ask you again, will you be the one who stands out? Will you be the one who rises? Will you be the one who makes it? Or will you let this moment slip away? Because this moment, this very moment, is the turning point. This is where it begins. This is where the difference between the winners and the rest is made. And you get to decide which side of that line will you stand on. So step forward. Step into your power. Don't let the fear win. You were born for more than this. You were born to rise. Now is the time. And I want you to feel this deep in your soul. This is your moment to claim. There will never be another like it. You will look back on this day and realize that this was the moment everything shifted. This was the moment you decided to stop waiting for the world to give you permission. You decided to take charge. You decided to step into your destiny. And because of that, everything will change. So take a deep breath and remember, you have everything you need inside you. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. You are capable. You are worthy. And this is your time. Don't let fear keep you from stepping into your greatness. Step forward. It's waiting for you. If you're still listening, I already know something about you. There's a reason you haven't turned this off. There's a reason you're still here, hanging on to every word. You feel it, don't you? That shift, that unexplainable feeling deep inside you, telling you that something big is about to change. This feeling is not a coincidence. It is not a fluke. It is not your imagination running wild. This is a sign. The universe is speaking to you. Right now, this very moment, you are not here by chance. You're not hearing this by accident. The universe is calling you. And when the universe speaks, you must listen. Do you feel it? That energy in the air, that subtle but undeniable pull, telling you that the life you've been living is not your end. It's just the beginning. That the struggle, the doubts, the hardships, they're all part of the story leading to this moment. The moment when you decide to rise, to step into the life you were always meant to live. And how do you know this moment is for you? How can you tell that now is the time to act? Well, there are signs. There are always signs when the universe is ready to align with your destiny. Maybe you've been seeing repeating numbers, 111, 777, 999. Have you noticed it? Those numbers aren't just numbers. They are messages. The universe speaking directly to you, confirming that your time has come. These numbers show up when you are in alignment, when you are in sync with the universe, when you are about to step into something powerful. When you see these numbers, they are not random. They are signs that you are on the right path, that you are about to take a leap toward your destiny. Maybe you've started to feel disconnected from your past struggles. Do you feel it? That sense of relief, that lifting of a weight, that shift in your energy? Your old fears, your old pain, your old obstacles, they seem distant now. It's like the old you is fading away, and in its place, a new, stronger version of you is emerging. It's as if the universe is clearing the path for you, pushing you forward into the life you were always meant to live. Maybe you've noticed people around you changing. Some people have been moving away, fading from your life, and that's okay. You see, not everyone is meant to go where you're going. Some people, no matter how close they were, are simply not part of the new chapter that's about to unfold for you. But on the flip side, some people, new people, are beginning to show up. They're stepping into your life. They're supporting you, guiding you, challenging you to be your best. These are the people who are meant to be part of your journey. These are the people who will walk beside you as you rise. None of these things are coincidences. They are messages. They are signals. They are signs that the old life you once knew, the struggle, the confusion, the uncertainty, it is ending. And a new life, a life filled with possibilities, abundance, and fulfillment, is waiting for you. But listen closely, because there's a truth you need to understand. This new life won't wait forever. If you don't act now, if you don't take that step, if you don't make the decision to move forward, the doors that are opening for you will begin to close. Opportunities will pass by, and you will be left wondering what could have been. But you have a choice right now. The universe has already cleared the way for you. The signs are here, the messages are clear, and now it's up to you to take action. You must step into it. You must take action, and you must do it now. This is not the time to wait. This is not the time to make excuses. This is not the time to sit back and hope that things will magically change. The time to act is now. The world is waiting for you to rise, for you to step into your power, for you to embrace the greatness that is already inside you. So, I ask you one last time, will you act? Will you step into the life that is waiting for you? Or will you let this moment slip away, like so many others before it? The universe is calling. Your time is now. Don't let it pass you by. You must step into it. You must take action. And you must do it now. This is not the time to wait. This is not the time to make excuses. This is not the time to sit back and hope that things will magically change. The time to act is now. The world is waiting for you to rise, for you to step into your power, for you to embrace the greatness that is already inside you. So, I ask you one last time, will you act? Will you step into the life that is waiting for you? Or will you let this moment slip away, like so many others before it? The universe is calling. Your time is now. Don't let it pass you by. And here's what I want you to understand. When you act, the universe acts with you. The moment you decide to take that first step, to commit to your greatness, to leave the fear and hesitation behind, you will begin to see the doors open. You will feel the energy around you shift, as if everything is suddenly aligned with your destiny. Things you once thought were impossible will start happening. Opportunities you never imagined will appear. People will come into your life who support your vision, who believe in you, and who help you move forward. But that only happens when you take the first step. It's like the universe is waiting for you to make the move. And once you do, everything will change. The life you've been dreaming about, the success, the fulfillment, the peace, it is already within your reach. But you must take action now. Don't wait. Your future is calling you, and it's time to answer. The door is open. Step through it. You won't regret it. You have spent your entire life waiting for this moment. Every decision, every choice, every experience has brought you to this very point. Think about it. All the struggles, the doubts, the sleepless nights, the setbacks, it's all led to this. Every step you've taken, whether it felt right or wrong, has been part of a bigger plan. A plan that's leading you to this defining moment. And now it's here. The moment you've been waiting for. The moment where everything changes. The moment where you decide. This is your defining moment. Your crossroads. What you do next will determine everything. This is the moment that will shape your future, the moment that will define whether you go on to live the life of your dreams or watch someone else live it. This is where you choose whether to break free from the chains that have held you back or remain stuck in the same cycle, the same comfort zone. And it's not just a small decision, it's everything. The difference between winning and losing. The difference between embracing your potential or staying in the shadows of your fear. This is not just about choosing a career or making a decision about your future. This is about choosing yourself, choosing your own path, choosing to become the person you were always meant to be. Right now, you are standing at a fork in the road, and you have two choices. One path is easy. It's the path you know. It's the familiar road that leads you back to the same routine, the same fears, the same limitations. It's the path that feels comfortable, safe. But here's the catch. It will never get you to where you truly want to be. It will keep you exactly where you are, stuck in the same cycle, repeating the same patterns. You'll keep dreaming, keep hoping, keep wishing, but you'll never break free. This path leads to regret, because you will wake up one day and realize that you wasted your time, your energy, and your potential, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the stars to align. The other path? It's the one less traveled. It's the one that's uncertain. It's the one that demands everything from you. But on this path, you will finally become the person you were meant to be. On this path, you will finally break free from the chains of doubt and fear that have kept you from living your dreams. This path will challenge you. It will test you. It will push you to your limits. But it will also take you to places you've only dreamed of. This is the path of victory. This is the path of change. This is the path where you stop wishing and start doing. This is the path that will take you to your destiny. So, right now, I'm asking you to make a decision, to take that final step. It may feel like a leap of faith, but that's because it is. It's the leap you've been waiting for. And the only thing standing between you and the life you deserve is your decision. So, what do you do now? You can walk away. You can keep waiting, keep hesitating, keep making excuses. You can stay in the comfort of your fear, of your doubt, of your hesitation. You can stay where it's safe. Or you can take the step and never look back. You can decide that today is the day everything changes. You can decide that today is the day you stop living in fear and start living in faith. You can decide that today is the day you claim your future. This is the moment when your destiny is in your hands. If you're ready to take that final step, if you're ready to step into the life you deserve, then here's what you need to do. First, hit that like button. This is not just about engagement. It's your contract with destiny. It's your declaration that you're ready, that you're stepping into this new chapter with everything you have. Second, subscribe, because the chosen ones do not walk this path alone. You are not alone in this journey. When you subscribe, you are making the commitment to keep moving forward, to keep walking this path with others who are doing the same. Third, comment 99 below. This number is your signal to the universe. It's your way of saying, I'm ready. I'm taking that final step. I'm stepping into a new reality. And most importantly, ACT, not later, not tomorrow, now. Do not let fear, do not let doubt, do not let any excuse hold you back. The time for hesitation is over. This is your moment. This is your chance to break free. This is the moment when everything you've worked for, everything you've dreamed of, can become your reality. But only if you take that first step, no matter the fear, no matter the doubt, no matter the cost. Because once you take this step, nothing will ever be the same again. This is it. This is your moment. The final step. The leap that will take you from where you are now to where you were always meant to be. Do it now, no matter the cost. Make the decision. Step into your destiny. Take the final step and watch how everything you've ever wanted unfolds before you.